everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again. I'm back for another crafty video. So, a couple of things to tell you. First of all, I have cleaned my mat. So, welcome to my clean mat. Yeah, cleaned it with some acetone. So, it's really clean now. It's almost as good as new. So, today we are going to make this one sheet wonder. Now, I just need to let you know, I have woken up this morning. I woke up this morning, I'm feeling terrible. So I have, I've developed a sore throat, right, a really itchy sore throat, a bit of a cough and a bunged up nose. So a bit of a summer cold, I think. So if I have to pause the video, this is the reason why. Okay, so we're going to make this little wonder, this little one sheet wonder. And what it does, it opens up like this, and we have a little pocket, and we'll get a little thing to put in the little box. I don't know why I'm talking like this. We've got a pocket here on the outside. It flips down, okay, and we've got a pocket here. Oh, I can't get the thing in, but we've got a pocket here. Got a pocket here. Got a pocket here. Let's just lift that up a bit. There, and a pocket there, and then we flip it over, and we have a pocket on the back. And that's what we are going to make now. All of the stuff you see here is made from one sheet of 12 by 12 paper, except for the string. Because I'm not that good yet. I'm not a magician. I can't turn paper into string. Give me time, I'm sure I will find a way. Give me time, and I will create twine. Yeah, it was supposed to rhyme. I don't think it really worked. So anyway, that's what we're going to make, so I will show you how. Right, I'm going to make it from this sheet of paper, which comes from, just in case you're wondering, this is a book that's available in the UK. I know it's terrible. I really feel bad for you if you're in America and you can't get hold of it. But I see so many things on YouTube channels where people tell me it's available in Hobbycraft or Joann's or what's the other one called? Michael's. But we don't have any of those here, and we can't get hold of the things that you can get. Only Tim Holt seems to be the thing that's kind of crossed the border. The sea, not the border. So this, I'll show you this. It's just a bit of a quick flip through of this. This is in the works. I have taken a few pages out of here. It's available for £4, and what it does is it just repeats the same patterns again on the other side. So it goes halfway through the book and then repeats it. So you get 24 sheets, 2 of each. Oh no, 24 sheets, 2 times 24 designs. Okay, so, oh, I see, yes, because like you've got the back of it, haven't you? Of course, that's why. So it's 12 sheets of paper that are duplicated, and like, so there's different designs. So anyway, I'm going to make it from this. Okay, so it's really easy to do. Everything you see here is available from one sheet of paper. So first of all, what we're going to do is going to take our scoreboard. Sorry, not scoreboard. This is not a scoreboard, Dave. This is not the scoreboard you're looking for. We're going to take our cutter, or, you know, however you want to cut it. You want to use pencil lines and then cut it with a pair of scissors. However you prefer to do it. I'm putting mine on my trimmer. So I'm going to cut this at 5. So full length 12. That will give you this piece, this main part. Okay, put that there for a bit of reference. Okay, so we're going to cut that at 5. Remember, that's 5, and then this time we're going to cut at 3 on the scoreboard. Sorry, on the cutter at 3. Okay, and that is going to be our wrap round. That's this bit at the back. Okay, and then this piece is used for the pockets and the other bits, the other decorative bits, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece that's scored at 5, and if it's directional, then obviously take that into account. So you want to have it so your the bit that you want to have on the outside is facing up, and the bit on the inside is facing down. Okay, this bottom edge will become your fold up piece. So if this is your this bottom, you want, if this was directional, you'd want the top of the page down here. It seems really contradictive, but what you'll get is if you so you'll see on this one, the flowers all grow this way. So this is the top of the page. So when I flip it up, it means that they are the correct way up, and those on the back are upside down. But nobody's going to see that. Well, you're going to see it, and you'll know it's now. So this is non-directional, but I just wanted to tell you that. So we're going to decide which piece we want to have as the fold it up bit. So we're going to have this bit fold up and this bit flap down. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to score this at 5. So on your scoreboard, if you don't have a scoreboard, don't worry. What you need to do is you need to find the piece of paper that you want to use. Okay, well, get the piece of paper that you want to use as your main body. You go on to your ruler, you mark a little mark at 5 with a pencil, and you mark a little mark at 5, and you draw them, join them together. Now what Brian uses is he uses the butt of this as his score tool. I wouldn't recommend that because you've got a likelihood if you slip, that'll jab right into this bit here, and I don't want anybody bleeding out because of me. So what I would suggest is have a pair of scissors that are closed and use that as a way to score. And you don't want to press hard, you just want to draw a line. You're just damaging the fibers on one side of it, and that means it will naturally want to bend on that bit. So if you don't have a scoreboard, don't worry about it, you don't need one. So with the bit that is going to be my fold up towards, so this would be the top of my page if it was directional. The top of the page would be to the left hand side if I'm left-handed, sorry, if I'm right-handed, and to the right hand side if I'm left-handed. So butt up against your scoreboard. I mean, if you're left-handed using a standard scoreboard, you're going to have to do it this way round anyway. So go to 5. You're going to go to the 5 mark and score a line. Okay. Then what you're going to do is, because I'm just using a little scoreboard, I'm just going to turn this round, and then the next part would normally be 2, but what I would suggest you do is you leave an 1/8 of an inch gap. So this is actually 1 and 7/8 you're going to score at, and that'll just give you that little bit of area so that that fold doesn't get in the way. Sorry, that piece of card does not get in the way of the fold. Okay, so then you're going to take it off and you can fold those pieces in. So fold that piece up and score it in, and then you're going to fold this piece down and score it in. And that's the main part of it. So that's your main body. So that's how it's going to open. So there we go, and that's what it's going to look like. So put that to one side, and then we're going to take our wrap around. Now this time, if you notice on here, what I've got is I've got a double line here, which means that I've got this like box gusset, which means you can fill it full of stuff and it doesn't really get in the way of it. You know, it will do if you try and ram it full, obviously. So what I've done for that is you need to have the main part of the body. Let's just show you this. Sorry, you need to cut this before I do anything. So anyway, so if you notice here, it's not the full wrap. What I didn't want to do is I didn't want to have it so that it completely encased the whole thing. I wanted to have this little bit of a gap between the two parts. Okay, and how I achieved that is I had these fold round, and then I put some tabs on. Now if you want to have them so that they meet in the middle, you just change the way that you do this. Okay, but first of all, what we need to do is we need to cut this down. Now I'm going to do that, but I do need to get a drink, and I'm going to have to blow my nose, so you're going to just have to bear with me a moment and I'll come back to you. Now what we need to do is we need to cut this down to 8. Okay, so it's going to be 3 wide and 8 long. So we just need to get our our whatever this thing's called. Today I can't remember. We're going to use our cutter. We're going to cut that off at 8. Okay, so what you've got is you've got 8 here. Okay, and that's going to be our wraparound. So what you'll have is you'll have a 1.5 inch wraparound for either side. Take that off, keep it, because you will need it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is going to score this for the wraparound. So this is the bit that's going to go round, and you've just got to decide now which way round you'd like that. So Do I want to have it wrapped around like that, or do I want it to be like that? I think I'm going to have it that way around. So, like that. So, this is going to be the outside that you see. So, what you need to do is you need to score this at, you're going to score it at 1.5, and then you're just going to score at 1/8 shorter. So that's 1 and, what's that? 3/8. 1.5 or 3/8. Okay, and then that gives you that little box fold there. Flip that round, just easier. Flip it round, and then you're going to do, again, those two same score lines. Take it off your scoring board, and then you just want to fold in that box fold. You do that first one, it's a little bit fiddly, just to get the other one to go in as well. But where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, and you're going to do the same again. There. And there. Okay, so what you've got is you've got this like little box shaped fold on either side, and that means then that when you put this together, it will sit and fold round nicely and hold everything all in place, all sitting nicely, and be able to hold everything down. So that's the bit that's going to go on the back. So we're starting to build these pieces. The next thing you want to do is you want to make your tabs. Okay, so the tabs are, I made them using my tab punch, which I didn't put back, naughty. That's why it's not in the drawer. Okay, so my tab punch requires me to fold it over. So I just used this piece, folded it over, and then I put it in here, and I punch a tab out from here, like that, and then just moved it down and did the other one out of this piece that we've just cut off that wrap around. So that's some of the waste that we've got. So I'm just being very honest with you about how much waste there is. I'm not showing you my waste. That's not happening. So which way round we want these? I think I want them that way round. I don't want them that way round. Let's just have a look. No, definitely want them that way round. Okay, so they're going to go as our little space to tie. Okay, so those are some more pieces we've got, and then this is going to be all of our pockets inside. Now we'll come to the pockets and the decoration of it in a minute. What we're going to do is we're just going to round some corners first. So all I did was I rounded all of my corners. You can if you want to. You don't if you don't want to. You could, of course, if you don't want to round them, you could just like snip them. So if you cut them just for a different shape, you could just cut the ends off like that. So you have a shape rather than a rounded. So, what's it called? Chamfer? Was that what you would call a chamfer? I don't know. Don't ask me. You know me and words. We don't get together. I'm sorry for clearing my throat all the time as well, but my voice is getting very hoarse and sore. And I did it on the wrap around as well. Just a bit of continuity. Pieces, get rid of those pieces by throwing them on the floor. Anybody think I'd got a cleaner? I don't, but you know, anybody think I had one. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to ink it, because you know I've got to have it inked. It wouldn't be me if it wasn't inked. So get some vintage photo, and we're just going to ink around these little edges. On the front and the back, because you're going to see both sides. Do that on the other one. And get these done. I'll come back to you when I've done this. So there we go. I've gone round. I've just inked it all, so that it's all got nice and little bit of grunge. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the hole for this. So all I did was I've just put the two together, lined them both up, and that way then you get the hole in pretty much the same place. Use my hole punch. You can use a crocodile or just a hole punch. Entirely up to you. Pick how big you want your hole to be. So I went with the smaller one, and I just eyeballed it for the center. I just made a hole in both of them at the same time. And then I just need to get my, I think I threw it on the floor yesterday. Not threw it, but it fell. I'm just going to make a little bit of a, I like to put a bit around the hole. There we go. On that one. Okay, so then we're going to decide which way up we want these and glue them down. So before we glue them down, what we need to do is we need to put a thumb notch in this. So this is going to wrap round here like this. So this is going to go on the back, and we're going to have that as a thumb notch so that people can see it's actually a pocket and not just something there. So all I did was took this, cut my circle rounder, and made a hole somewhere in the middle, not somewhere in the city. And there we go. And then we just ink that off as well. So this is going to go. Remember, this is the front. We want it to stick on the back. So turn it face down and kind of position it where you think you want it to be. Okay. You can put a line of glue on the other side of this, down there, across the bottom, and up the side. So we'll do that now. Okay. So. Down that bit. So you want to stay just inside the first crease that you come to from working from the middle of the paper, because the second crease is just your box fold. And a bit of glue across that bottom bit there. And then you're going to take it and you're going to lie it down and try and get it somewhere in the middle where the areas don't sing, Dave. Something a bit like that. Flip it over quick before it dries, and then you can just check that everything's all in the right place. It is. Does it line up? It does, and you can just push that down now. Okay, so now it opens up like this. We've got the little ears that fold round, and we can glue these pieces on now. So just going to glue this down. I'll put it all over one side of it, and then just across the bottom half of it on the other side, because you don't need any more glue because that's going to stick to this side, but those two pieces are going to stick to something else. Sorry, just make sure that's all over there. Take that and then put that on there, somewhere in the middle again. Don't worry too much about it. It's handmade and it's beautiful anyway. I have every faith in you, even if you don't have it in yourself. And then we can put this one down as well, and then obviously you're going to need some string. That's the thing that's going to hold it together, but we'll come to the stringy bit in a minute. The stringy bit, that's the technical term. Pop that on there. See if they kind of line up. It's fine. Okay, so they're our little bits that are going to wrap round. Okay, now what we can do is we can now take these pieces and make the pockets inside. So this pocket inside is 3 inches. I'll just check that because I did do it last night. So yeah, 3 inches. Okay, and you'll notice that it's already the right width, so it'll sit away from the edges. So you just want to cut this down to 3 inches. And actually what you're going to do is you're going to cut, wrong one, you're going to cut 1, to 3 at 3 inches. There's my cutter, there it is. So 3 inches, 3 inches, and 3 inches. And the piece that's left, you'll notice, is 3 inches, but we're going to turn it round 90 degrees and we're just going to chop it in half. So it actually measures 4, so that means that you're going to cut it at 2. And I just rounded all of these corners. I just put the 2 pieces that are the same size together and did those at the same time. Except we can't get it to stick together. They're not quite the same size for some reason. I don't know what happened there, but there we go. And then we're going to get the other three pieces. We're going to put those together. I'm going to use the other one for this because it's just a bit tougher. He says, still having problems. Okay. Get rid of those pieces. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to ink all of these. And you just want to decide, right? So, what I had was, I had it so that we had, which piece am I going to use? So, I had it so that it went alternative. So, if it was because mine's two-sided thing, if it was this colour, I changed it to the other colour. So, just bear that in mind. So, if you were doing it like me, you'll have one of one colour face up and the other one, it'll be 2 of the others because the inside is all the same colour. Just going to go around there with the very basic of an ink. I'm going to cut a thumb notch out. Again, it's something you can do by putting them all together because they're all the same size if your punch is capable, but don't overstretch your punch ability or your ability to squeeze it. That's the other thing that you don't want to overstretch. And then we're going to ink all of these. So and you might have noticed I haven't gone as heavy-handed as I normally do, just for a bit of variety. And don't do like I did the other night when I was making the prototype. You know, I usually make it in just white card or black card or craft card or whatever I have to hand. It was all plain. And I put the pocket down and I couldn't find it because I'd put it on the same coloured card. So just in case that happens to you, then take your little ones, do the same again with your thumb notch. Just in with the thumb notch, somewhere in the middle. Put them out, and if you've got 2 on the inside, you want them the other way round. So, do I want to have them the other way round? Actually, you know what? I'm going to have these this way round. I do prefer this side of the paper, I think. Maybe I'll do it like that. Yeah, I will. But it's just a personal preference. I mean, if you've got some Tim Holtz paper you're using, then you'll like both sides, won't you? But these are just cheap pads. So actually, you get this is the page that reason I bought the old pad is because I just loved this one. It just made me feel so. Oh, no, have I done that one? I have done that. And I've done that one. I don't know what I'm squishing that for then. So what we're going to do is we're going to layer these together. So we're going to take that off for now. Just put a bit of glue down the sides where there's no thumb notch. Just all the way around. Make sure you get it stuck down. Pop it on the bit that you want it on. I just had it a little bit away from the very bottom edge so that I knew it wasn't going to get in the way of anything. And then I just push it down. When I push it down, I go, well, you usually pucker it up a bit before I push it down. Not always, because I don't always remember. So that's the one that's going with there. It is. This one's going together, so it's going this way up. Of course, your glue will continue to run, whereas mine gets camera shy. Pop that on there. Again, just push it up a little bit. Okay, do the same on this one. I've forgotten whether I glued that down. I'll be very honest. There's just a moment where I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. So, me not knowing what I'm doing? No. Like all the time in life. I've got a clue what I'm up to half the time. If you don't know, I definitely don't. So that's those inside. I'll flip that open and then, shut, closed, and then we're just going to do this one. Yeah, we are going to put it with the purple facing up, otherwise you won't see it. Like that. Onto there. Glue it down, pucker it open a little bit before it completely dries. And then we're just going to put our string. So I always have string on the go, at hand, ready. I try to have colour coordinating, which I do, because I dye my own string, just with fruit tea bags, but nevertheless, still dyed. Just going to cut that in half. Put that back in the box. Might need to do some more dyeing. My neighbours think I'm nuts when I leave it outside to dry. So, but you know, they only think it. The rest of you know that. So, I'll pop that through there, and don't tie it off. I just like loop it through like that. Let's pull it taut. Do the same on this one. No, maybe not. That wants to unthread itself, unravel itself, sorry. Okay, like that. Loop it through itself, pull it taut, and we're just going to close it up and tie it out off. And there we go. That's it. Little one sheet wonder, and that's our scrap. And a few bits here. A few thumb notches. So, I hope you like it. I hope it's something you might give a go of. If you do, you know what you need to do. You need to tell me so. And to put that in the comments, that would be absolutely fantastic. Because if you tell me that you're going to make one, or you feel that you put it on your list. I know some of you will be saying, oh, blimey, it's another thing to add to my list. I'm really sorry, but like, I have to create content, and, you know, I have to keep coming up with new things, and that means that there's new things that you'll want to create. So, but anyway, I hope you'll want to give it a go. And thank you very much for spending some time with me. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing if you don't already subscribe. And obviously, please feel free to comment. I did have some internet issues the other week. I am trying to catch up on my replies to messages. I'm focusing on those people who have asked questions, and then I will get round to everybody, and I'm so grateful for everybody that does comment, because it really does help. Anybody that's liked it, comments, shares, subscribes, you're all wonderful, you're amazing. I do need to just tell you one extra thing, a little special message. Currently, Tamara is subscribed to my Ko-fi, and she is now able to access exclusive content on my Etsy. I'm going to be doing some exclusive digital kits that won't be available anywhere else, that you'll be able to get if you're a member. I am thinking about going for tiered membership as well, but I don't know what I'm going to offer to what. But thank you very much, Tamara. You will get access to those. They're live now. There is a new free Ko-fi kit for everyone, so even if you're not subscribed to me, there's a free kit for everyone. You don't need to pay anything for it. You don't even have to give me a tip, but you can if you want to. So you can pay what you feel if you think it's worth anything. And they're all available on my Etsy and are live now. But the new tiered membership thing, there'll be more stuff coming very soon. So thank you very much. It might even happen sooner than I thought, because if my voice goes, I won't be able to do any videos. So I'll need to be doing something else instead. So anyway, thanks very much. I'm recorded well in advance. Now I'm a little bit over a week in advance. So the day that I'm filming this, it'll be a completely different day to when you see it. So anyway, thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate you. And my life wouldn't be half as good as it is at the moment. You know, my mental health would be terrible if it wasn't for you guys, and I'm so grateful to you. And I don't want to get emotional, but I can feel it coming. But I'm really grateful that you're here, and thank you very much. And I feel humbled. So thank you. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Sorry, my voice I think is gonna go now, so I better go as well. All right then, take care. Lots of love. Don't forget, I can't give you any germs this way. Lots of hugs. All right, take care, folks. See you soon. Bye.